but I want him to be a provider. Do you think I want to sit around and struggle?
Why do we always seem to forget that these provider men have requirements too? Describe it. Let's talk about it.
Oh, it's a lot of men that think I'm weird because I tell them, like, I want a provider. Like, I don't want no man that's broke, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, the thing about it is, this time I was like, oh, you don't want to marry for love. That's not it, okay? Of course, I want to love my husband. I want my husband to love God first and foremost. I want my husband to love God, but I want him to be a provider. Do you think I want to sit around and struggle? I don't want to struggle with no man, okay? I don't. I like to eat and shop. That's what I'm saying. And if anybody gonna put a ring on me, I need to eat and shop. I need to shop and eat. He needs to be able to have a car to take me places. Like, I don't know what's popping. Like, I'm a queen. Not no freaking joker, no peasant.
So, I did some digging on the page and I was just thinking, is this all, satire? Is this, no, she's being completely serious. One thing we always seem to forget, you've got your requirements, you got your desires, you got all the things that you want from a man, expectation. You're a queen. He has to do X, Y, and Z. The man that's going to marry you, the one that's going to be, have the ability, the blessing, be allowed to marry you, put a ring on your finger. He has to do all these other things. He has to be so super dope amazing. I get it. But when we have to look at the present day, is this type of rhetoric working? Are you finding yourself married with this sort of belief system, with this sort of attitude, with this sort of presence? I think it's time we stop for a second, take a breather, take a pause and say, your best thinking, your very best thinking got you right here, and it's not where you want to be. Why continue it? Why continue to listen to or make posts like this talking about all the demands you want, everything that you want that this man's supposed to be, this man's supposed to do? You want to look at the economy and blink and say, oh, it's nothing, but you notice when 300,000 women are out of work. Okay, it's harder and harder to make the type of requisite salary to do any of these things that you expect from a man, that he take on the majority or all of the bills. Okay, why would he want you? Because this playbook is not working for you. This playbook is good enough to get you fucked, right? To have kids, to raise kids by yourself, particularly in the Black community. Our single parent rate is through the roof. That's working. So if you continue the same thing, you're going to get very, very similar results. Even if you pretend like it's still pretending like it's a man's fault, it's a man's problem, men need to step up, men to do better, that's not going to get you anywhere. It's the same noise we've been, shouting back and forth forever. It doesn't matter how many times we tell you, it's the same type of men that are having a majority of children in the Black community. We keep saying that all the time. You go for a certain type of man and he ends up having 4, 5, 6 baby moms, yet you still go for him. Okay, you want to go for high value? Okay, you want money to be the determining factor of high value? Okay. But then you never look and say, well, why am I not measuring the marriages? Why am I not measuring long-term commitment? I'm just looking and saying he's supposed to do this. You keep putting this forward like it's this golden project, right? Like it's this golden product, excuse me. Like somehow you will be lucky and so fortunate just to be in the same room. But that rhetoric is not working. It's not getting you the results you want. It's leaving you going on a TikTok, going on Instagram, and creating more and more content about how stupid, silly, evil, how men don't feel, how they don't think. And it gets exhausting. As a man, it gets exhausting. Even when you say if it doesn't apply, don't fly. It gets exhausting to hear it, even though it doesn't apply to me. What do you think men that it does apply to? How do they feel about it? Do you think this is going to get anyone closer together, or we're just going to look and say, cool, keep wishing. I know you like to eat. I know you like to shop. I know you like to shop and eat. Good for you. The type of lifestyle you want, you have, it's something that you generated by your own effort. I'm not going to come and do this like I'm getting something from this. We never really have that conversation in this space about what am I getting for this. The longer this becomes a difficult thing to answer, the longer we're going to have the same sort of results. But listen, before we continue, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss uploads. Sunday, subscriber Sundays, we got coming up 7 p.m. Central Time. Make sure you're there. Come laugh, joke with us, jump us in the chat, all that good stuff. So, yeah, we got merch in the store. We got memberships open to the channel. So make sure you hit that notification bell, because sometimes we randomly go live. I might go live randomly today. But the point is, right, this is very simple. Most men are looking at this, especially when we like to talk about a separation. We like to talk about a different caliber of men, but we also can generalize enough. If you're talking about you being a queen, and then the requisite that man has to have is a car, you're not being serious. Right? You're playing fast and loose with words. And for the people that it matters to, they see that and say, okay. You just become completely invisible. You're just going to be completely invisible. Say, great. Best of luck to you. Please continue doing what you want to do. Whatever lifestyle you're getting, you're getting those results. You're getting those results. We can't seem to understand that this dating game is stratified. One of the reasons why it doesn't work at all is because we're too interconnected. We have too much access to one another, be that from the dating apps, be that from social media, that you could reach out and touch someone and slide in their DMs, and that person not be on your level at all. When we so frequently hear women talk about dating in their tax bracket, okay, does that apply to you? Because you're reaching across and up a lot. If you want someone to pay all your bills and you come on and represent yourself like that, who's going to do that? What type of bills are you talking about that you have this expectation that someone comes and takes care of it? Because they're going to look and say, I'm supposed to be getting something for this endeavor. Because even if it's easy for you to do, right? The disparity between our salaries is so great, between our earning potential is so great, where I'm so far ahead of your establishment. I'm going to look and say, I still need something for this. Even if your bills are $3,000, $4,000 a month, I'm going to look and say, what am I getting for this? Even when you take that sort of attitude and you go to specific spots in the dating, you go to sugar baby, you do that, there's an expectation I'm supposed to get something from them. So out here, you sound like you're poor. You sound like you're broke. You sound like you want a hand up, but you don't know how to actually get that. You don't know that what you're saying is pushing more and more people away. The people that could do these things for you, you completely cancel yourself out. Whenever we talk about where are the good men at, a lot of those good men saw you and never returned to your presence. You tell us how to treat you by your actions, by how you represent yourself, how you get up on here and start spewing whatever nonsense that comes to mind because it's popular. If hating on men was not popular, you wouldn't be doing it right now. We'd be off to something else. There'd be some other topic that is worthy of having the conversation. But a lot of you cannot separate yourself from that reality. You think that this is how it is. You think this is popular, and you don't understand. You've caught yourself in this loop where you start advertising to yourself. You're the warden and the prisoner. You're saying the same things over and over again. You're consuming the same things you say. You put out a product like this, you put out a video, and there's people in the comment section supporting you. You feel reaffirmed for what you said. You know you said it because it's popular, it gets views, but now you feel reaffirmed. So you know what? Let me create some more content. Maybe I try something different and it doesn't do well. I go right back to the well. The man-hating well works, the misandry well works. So I do that again and again and again. Eventually, that sort of thinking seeps into how you honestly think when the camera's gone. And then you turn and look and say, why don't I have these results? And when you do have a conversation with a man of that caliber that's honest enough with you, that doesn't find you attractive at all, has no dimes, has nothing planned on you, they'll tell you the truth. You've got too many baby daddies. You haven't done anything with your life. You kind of exist, and your online presence all this says about how much you hate men. Why would a man attach himself to that? Why would a man of value attach himself to that? Because a man of value understands himself, understands his worth. He's not self-conscious about the small things. He's mastered that part. Why would he attach himself to this? This is a regression. This is taking it back. Do you know how massively he'd be selling for you? That's a conversation you're often not ready to hear. Listen, if you think I'm wrong, you think I missed something, let me know down in the comments below. If you see other videos on your screen, check those out. Let me know your thoughts about those in those videos. And of course, if you listen to my voice now, if you have not subscribed, I think you should. Just trying to build something dope. I'll see you in the next one.